Welcome to another episode of the Heathen Sound. It's your boy Negan with Mr. Matt. How we doing today, everybody?
Doing good.
Welcome to another episode. So I think today we're pretty much just going to cover how everything is going right, wrong, and indifferent in the world. Can we talk about how SGA and the Thunder come away with a 1-point victory over the Clippers, but Paul George probably goes down for the rest of the season?
Yeah, what was it, like 2 to 3 weeks? I think that he'd be reevaluated in 2 to 3 weeks.
Bro.
That's what they said.
He's 33 years old. He's old. I love PG to death, bro. I love, he played for the Thunder. He played for us. I love PG to death, but, he also had one of the gnarliest knee injuries you've ever seen in the NBA.
Shin injury.
Come on, bro. He's
tibia,
not just coming back from that 2 to 3
fibia,
weeks. And then playing at the
it.
same level with Kawhi and Russ and all that. Come on.
Russ has been doing good, though.
Yeah, he's not. You're not just coming back from that. You're not just playing like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go next week, coach.
It's been cool with seeing Russ, though, just because he already seems happier and he's already been playing pretty good, too. Bad?
Let Russ be Russ. You want a productive Russell Westbrook, let Russ be Russ. Because his last 2 seasons with the Thunder, we literally limited what he could and couldn't do, and we just took away certain parts from him. So, let Russ be Russ. The biggest thing with Russell Westbrook, literally, not only is letting Russ be Russ, but letting him run his own kind of offense to defense ratio. You've got to let him facilitate the ball, but also cancel what the other team's doing. He plays off of mistakes from the other team. That's how Russ has always played.
Yeah, because, even whenever he was, when he was coming out of UCLA, his whole thing, what everybody was sold on was his defense. He was a defensive, he wasn't really an offensive player like that.
Stop the ball.
Yeah, he was a defensive
it was
hound.
stop the ball.
And
he
long
literally
and
would
fast
stop.
and everything.
These teams had this whole plan about we're going to swing it, we're going to do this. Yep. The biggest thing about Russ always, since, like you said, even the UCLA days, was stop the ball.
Yeah.
Stop the ball. If you can stop the ball and just completely turn it into some wild skirmish, anything can happen.
And then, once he got into the NBA, he just kind of developed, an offensive game.
Fuck me, right?
Yeah, facts.
My child robbed me. My child. I don't know about you.
Robbed you?
You have to leave that part in here, and you can blur Anna's face out, but yeah, you have to leave that part in here because she just literally just zoomed in here, oh,
yeah, she's just
back up. My child robbed me, so I went in there to check on him, and I set my vape down in his little changing table area, and he robbed me. He stole my shit.
Dude, I remember since Tala was a little baby, one of the first ever things that she actually
Can I
ever
tell you
did
one of the craziest things?
Go, she would pretend vape, before she could even talk, she was pretend vaping.
Matt just froze. Matt froze. Hello, chat. Matt froze.
What?
Matt froze. He's going to cut out, and then he's going to come back. It upsets me that he spelled Heathens wrong still, and he hasn't fixed it. I'm going to fight him. Let me fix it. Matt needs to get a name. This man. Bye. Have a beautiful time. Chat. This is one of those things, he's just gone. Just gone. So I guess I'm going to do the little cutout because we're gone real quick. So today's episode is brought to you by no one because we don't have any sponsors. So if you know a good way to get any sponsors, that'd be awesome. Like, I don't know. But today's episode is brought to you by no one, sponsored by nobody. So, yep, that's today's sponsor. I just did the commercial break.
This just makes it harder on me because I'm the one that has to
edit it. I just did the commercial break while you're gone. I told them today's episode was sponsored by nobody because we have no sponsors. So it was brought to you by nothing. So have a great day. And fuck off.
It was.
So I did a little ad segment for you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Now we just need to get a little jingle.
I'm doing my fucking job. I'm doing my job. Can I tell you how hard it is to be a parent, though? Because here's the thing, guys. You're going to get two very different parental perspectives from me and Matthew, because Matt has a neurotypical kid, and she's wild and fun and likes to talk about some of the crazy, dude, some of the videos you were sending me earlier. I was like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, dude. I was like, what does he mean? Like, and I went back and listened, and like it's almost like gets tuned out.
She can go outside.
Yeah. It's like raining and cold outside. She's like,
yeah, you're just like, I
sing in the rain. You're like,
time.
sing in the rain.
I never hear that kind of stuff because, like, my kid is mute. Like, my Gideon does not talk. It's one of the things. He like yells and screams at you, but like most of the time, you can't differentiate a fuck you between like let's go, let's have some fun. Like I don't know. He's screaming at me the exact same way. So like, I just take it all as fuck yous anyway. So like being a parent, guys, is one of the coolest, craziest things that you'll ever do. So like, here's the thing about people. I don't know who needs to hear this, whoever will tune into this and hear this, but like, don't fucking have kids until you're absolutely ready to have kids, or don't fucking have kids. Like, dude, it's okay not to have fucking kids. Flat the fuck out. It is okay not to reproduce. Or to wait till you're like 32 to be like, you know, dude, I kind of got my shit together. I've had the same job for a couple of years. Like, I pay my mortgage. Like, I think I'm good to have some kids. Because, like, if you have kids at 23 and you don't raise your kids till you're 28, your kids are 5 years old. And they're doing hood rat shit. The same way you were doing hood rat shit. And that's just how another link in the chain is cycled. So, like, don't do that to yourself. Because me and Matt both have very different stories of how we became parents. And honestly, I'll tell you, I became a parent twice, and I still only have one kid. So that's a fun story. I mean, that's definitely a fun topic to cover. But, like, I became a parent twice, and I only have one kid. So, like, I'll tell you that becoming a parent at 22, 23, sucked ass. It's fucking miserable. Suck dick. I would never do that to myself again. If I had a choice, I wouldn't fucking do it. I would wrap it before I tapped it because I didn't even tap it to wrap it to make it.
But then we wouldn't have this.
Yeah, we would.
We wouldn't be sitting here right now.
That wasn't a thing. That wasn't no, like, yeah, we would.
No, because
me and Matthew have been
selfishly.
We have been friends
listen.
Since we met.
Hold on. Selfishly, I proved myself though a few more times during that. I proved my loyalty to you a few times throughout that. So I think that was what really like solidified it as like I don't care about all that stuff.
I think you judge what I judge people on differently than what I really do, because like while proving yourself, I guess, is important. Like, Matt, there's one moment like I feel with people where they do something and they go left or they go right. And like,
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Like me personally, I would go right or go left. And like, if I agree with your right, we're solid. We're solid. No matter what else you do in life. Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna think you're a fucking idiot. Like, I'm gonna think you're stupid, but like, I'm never gonna disagree with you because I understand the path you chose to get here. You know what I mean? So I understand like where you went. But if in that moment you go left and I would have went right,
I want to see if I'm right about this, though. I want to see if I'm right about this, though. What is your favorite moment of me? Because I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Or at least roughly what it is. I don't remember the exact details.
It's gotta be how his computer picks up the internet, guys.
No way he did it again.
Ever?
Alright, is it good now?
Ever?
Ever?
You're it's good now. What is my favorite moment of you ever? Like that we interacted together on?
Yeah.
You're the one that signed up to be the editor, bruv.
Yeah, no. It's fine. Okay. So, yeah. What is...
Ever. Okay.
Your favorite moment of me ever?
The dip night. The dip night. The drug court Zach dip night. I think that's my favorite ever. So we're going to take another ad break. So this one is brought to you by Liquid Death. Please sponsor me. Please sponsor the channel. We love you guys. I probably have a can here somewhere. I don't want to dig it out. It's at the very bottom. Liquid Death. Today's episode is brought to you by someone who drinks Liquid Death. Try it. It's really good. I don't know about any of the flavors because I don't fuck with flavored sparkling water, but like the rest of it, A1. Top tier grade shit, guys. Really good. That's another ad break for you. I'm doing the ad breaks. Every time you cut out, I'm just doing an ad break. Perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Try this again. Your favorite moment of me ever?
Dip night.
Oh, you gonna go with that one?
The dip night.
That's not what I was expecting.
Just because, really? Okay, but here's my take on it. And this is 30-year-old Zach coming to you. You know what I mean? This isn't 23-year-old Zach coming to you. This is 30-year-old Zach coming to you. In that moment, you showed me that you were willing to put yourself and your own body through hell just to hang out with me. Just to have a time with me. You know what I mean? Just to kick
Fair
it
enough,
with
yeah.
me. So that to me is loyalty in a sense of like, this boy's willing to like go to the moon and back for me. So like stuff like that to me is one of a kind. The dip night, honestly. And 23-year-old Zach and 30-year-old Zach would tell you vastly different things. Vastly different things. But like 30-year-old Zach, the dip night, or...
Yeah, I'll tell you the one that I was thinking. The one where I remember you came to the front door and I opened it and you said like,
is this after Ollie?
I can't remember. You said like is your sister here or something like that, and I was it was something like that, and instead of me being all like defensive and a dick like how everybody else was being, I was just like, yeah. Or I was like I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not, but yeah, she's like right over there. I can't remember. You were the one that reminded me of this. It was a couple months ago. I think it was at the trailer.
So before Ollie.
Yes.
Okay.
It was like one of the first times we ever met. I think actually.
Oh, back in the day. Oh, okay. So those times, like, you had no reason to hate me. Nobody had any reason to hate me, and that was the thing.
Well,
is everybody
everybody else hated you, but I never even like everybody already hated you because that happened really quickly. But I didn't know anything, so I just like opened the door and I was just like, I don't know if I was supposed to do this, but
Sandra hated me because she said I was the devil. I'm sorry.
Every now and again, just for my own amusement, I like slide a little thing in there about you, and she just like, she'll be like, I've worked really hard to not hate anyone. And I think it's so funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's so funny. Like, my own, like, demented self, I get my own, like, pleasure out of...
Here's the thing. This podcast is just starting, so you better get really, really good at learning to not hate again, because I'm gonna say some shit. I'm gonna say some shit that is gonna offend some souls from every direction, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he does. He just likes to pretend.
And the thing about not giving a fuck, I really don't. I don't give a fuck, because in 30 years of existence, I have been shown people who are there to give a fuck with you and people who just don't care. So if you're here to rock with me, I'm never going to offend you. I'm never gonna throw you under the bus. I'm never going to say you're anything other than what you truly are. But if you were on the other side of the line, welcome to hell. My name's NEGAN, and I finally got the microphone. So with that being said, no, I'm just kidding.
He's gonna play. I've platformed him. I've platformed him.
But yeah, here's the thing. Like, I started on Twitch, bro, with no real direction of what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, I started right after brain surgery, 4 months after brain surgery and shit. I was sitting at home all the fucking time. Like, I was literally bored, and I saw Anna showed me like a TikTok or something, and it was like of somebody that was like Twitch, TTV, blah blah blah. So I like looked up Twitch, and I was like, oh shit, these dudes are literally just sitting here playing video games. Like, that's literally what they're doing. They're literally just sitting here playing video games. And I was like, I'm like a B grade video game player. Like, sometimes I do some shit where I'm like, oh goddamn, I'm really good. And then other times I get shit on by a bot, and I'm just like, it happens to the best of us. And it really doesn't. Like, nobody above me gets shit on like that. But like, so I started doing it. And before I know it, I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 people watching me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And the thing about that, the thing that Twitch is different than a lot of other platforms is you got to find your game, because like the game I got affiliate status and like got to where I am as a streamer, and the games I play now are not the same game. Like, I got there on the shittiest, most German, I got watched by people in 12 other countries game. Like, I played this game. It's called Cursed, FOAD, Fulfillment of All Desires. It was originally called Cuisine Royale. Like, you eat food to heal. Like, the stupidest, dumbest game. At one point in time, NEGAN was number 123 in the world. And it was the worst, most free-to-play, shittiest game. Like, it was a terrible game. But, like, that's how I got to where I'm at as a streamer. And then, like, just being able to talk to people and stuff, like, reminded me of why and who I was, where I got to be able to talk to people and stuff. Because you don't just have a voice and, like, make it through certain things in life with your ability to, like, tell things to people and then not go anywhere with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you develop the availability to be able to talk to people and to be able to, like, tell stories so people can relate and, like, get through things with you, and you don't just like lose that. Because like, I didn't get through drug court, and like, I didn't make it through shit that I should not have made it through. Like, we both know, Matthew, we both know I've 0 odds. Everybody gave me fucking 0. I gave myself 0, and we still made it through.
Yes, sir. Always knew you would, though.
I didn't.
I think we both knew that.
That's the thing. No, and that's the thing. I wish some motherfucker would have actually told me, like, hey, you're gonna make it through this. Because I'd have been like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. But I didn't believe it at all. I literally had this realization the other day. Like, it's been 7 years since I was on drug court.
You still got your chips.
Today's episode is brought to you by Narcotics Anonymous. You can get these cool little tags that'll say that you did some shit, even if you did or didn't do some shit. But it could also be brought to you by Bullet Bourbon, Drink of Champions. I don't know which commercial you need to hear. NA Narcotics Anonymous. Bullet Bourbon, smooth with everything. I'm a piece of shit. Oh, I think that's the funny part. Is like my pain in comedy is somebody else's laughter. But that's what it's supposed to be.
I'm just gonna stay like this for the next hour and a half.
Where's the modem?
You remember like the TV room on the main floor?
Yep, you just need to run a hotline. Oh God. Drill it through the floor. Do it when everybody's gone. Nobody will ever know. Just plug it in.
That would be a toughie.
Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever know. I'll come help you. I did another ad break though.
At one point in time,
You mean these?
Yes, sir. At one point in time, I had a modem that worked down here because I have like the wiring down here, and I had it set up, and I guess Comcast didn't like that, so they like shut the modem offline because they said that it wasn't a registered modem, and if we wanted that, then we would have to pay extra or something like that.
Yeah, 2-channel pass. I have an extender. Do you want it?
We were supposed to have gotten one of those like forever ago. Because even my mom wanted one.
Yeah, I mean, it just acts as like a second modem, so it'll connect to the modem upstairs, and then you can just plug in off of it.
Yeah, because sometimes I, like if it's, like if I'm having like a lot of lag from like Xbox or something like that, I just run it through hotspot because I have unlimited of that. I thought about doing this with this, but
internet anyway. What's the worst part is you're in the middle of Elizabethtown and you still have Kentucky ass internet. Like everything out there is bumfucked.
Yeah, they're trying, but
they're not trying shit.
Dude, this place is starting to look a little weird.
I was there like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's blowing up, dude. It's been blowing up nonstop.
You just need to get out of there and come to O City or No City anyway.
If it wasn't for kiddo,
Snatcher. I think baby mama would let you leave, honestly. If she got all responsibilities left, I think if she just got free out of the deal, like no child support or nothing, I think she'd let you walk away. Both of you. You heard it here first. On NEGAN's hot take, Maury Povich edition. What the fuck? Edition? More bourbon. Okay. Every time I fuck something up, I gotta slam more bourbon.
Yeah, because I'd either would have found myself there or in Missouri.
Don't go to Missouri. Here, weed's legal. The Thunder play, and I think the age of consent's 16.
This man. Man, Art has had too much bourbon already. Listen to him.
Like, seriously, okay, so weed is legal. We have the Thunder. The cost of living is honestly below median. So, like, $40,000 a year. If you make $40,000 a year, like, you're above average. You make 26 to 28, like, you're right at average. 26 and below, you're like in the poorer range. But, like, I know plenty of dudes that don't really do shit and still live in an apartment. You know what I mean?
Didn't you do, like, line working out there for a while? Or, like, cable running or something?
Cabling, yes. And cable techs, like, I was a residential cable tech. I made fucking money.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's hella good money, right?
Money, bro. Some days I would start the day with 200 points, and I made $2 a point, so 200 points was $400 in a day. And I'd work 5 to 7 days a week. Like, some weeks I would work 7 days and do $400 a day. Like, do that math, Matt. $2,800 a month. And I was just chilling. It was nice. Smoked a lot of weed, did a lot of cocaine. And I looked at these things every day and was like, oh, so I earned this one again today. Here's the other thing, like, I'm going to say this out loud. I'm gonna say this out loud, and people are I'm going to get flack for this. Narcotics Anonymous and Alcohol Anonymous are fucking jokes. As someone who has, since I was 12 years old, struggled with substance abuse of some type, whether it be weed or pills or alcohol or whatever, Alcohol Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous are a fucking joke. If you don't want to go to prison or die, you'll stop. Or you'll do what very few of the select people who live with it day to day do, and you find a balance. And I'm not saying I have a good balance. I have a very shit balance, honestly. I lean on it more than I should. But, like, there is a very small amount of people who can just quit everything and live a normal life. You can't. You can't. You can't go from getting banged by 8 dudes for 8 balls of meth to just like, hi, welcome to Denny's. My name's Melissa. How can I help you? It doesn't work like that.
That's one way of putting it.
Oh, I work a 12-step program. Well, you were working 12-dick program before, and it just got you high, so I don't know what you want to talk about. It is what it is. You know, like, literally it comes down to, like, drugs and alcohol and, like, problematic situations and living and stuff is one thing, but, like, a continual change of your life to just be like, oh, I've turned my life and my will over to the care of God as I understood him. I'll also tell you the Lord doesn't exist. Really not about. I used it to stream through with my capture card and everything before getting my PC.
Yeah, because I mean, like right now I'm connected to my phone. I'm hoping that's better, but just break your neck.
I did.
That's one thing I do remember about you, though. You used to crack your neck all the time.
Oh, dude, you think it's so bad now? It is so bad. Like, I can snap my whole body. I can do this back pop one where it's like 5 in a row. It's but people look at me and I'm like, yes.
I can do. The only thing I can do is my big toe. My big toe. I can sit there and pop it nonstop. Just pop, 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 pop.
My thumbs. I can just do my thumbs over and over and over again. People look at me. I'm just like pop, 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 pop. Just going. All right, so here's the cheers to episode 2.
Episode 2. Oh, look at the little bitch.
Who's the bitch?
Look at the little bitch.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 30.
Man, let me sip this long and get my big gulp and.
You gotta get a big gulp for this shit.
The big gulp,
this is
man.
100 proof bourbon, bro. Okay, so like, here's.
Put some hair on your chest.
Let me get real close for this one. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are or who you think you are. Like, if you are like, oh, I'm gonna hit this shit and then not take a chaser. You're not doing anything but harming your own goddamn self. So, like, take a chaser and quit being a fucking He-Man.
When I went through
your dick is still small.
When I went through my first, like, actual party phase, I just, like, didn't want chasers, dude. Like, I liked my chaser was, like, a cigarette.
Okay.
Like, I would take a shot, and I'd sit there with my Newport Platinums, and...
Newport Platinum? Okay.
Yeah, the blue box. Remember the blue box?
I do. I do. So, when I first started smoking, I tried these terrible things. What were they called? Parliaments. And they got a filter that you can bend at the end and everything.
Yeah.
It's like an extra, they're like Russian cigarette. That's worse than Newport Platinum. But, like, Newport Platinums are for the 48-year-old, like, Mediterranean lady that's going to play bingo after work.
They were
6
so
days
good,
a
dude.
week. No,
they were so good.
That's the same. That's the 58-year-old fucking the 58-year-old black guy named Carl that is literally smoking Camel Turkish Royals. Like,
yo, yes.
No, Newport Platinums are not what you need to be doing at that day and age. Like, 19-year-olds do not smoke Newport Platinums.
You know what I started on? You know what I started on? Like on my 18th birthday. On my 18th birthday, I walked over 2 miles to Speedway. I walked to the Speedway over by the Walgreens and by Walmart.
No way.
I walked there, and I bought menthol Newport 100s.
How old were you when it went to 21 to being the age to buy cigarettes?
20.
So you had already been able to do it. So before it went like legal, did you go buy a whole bunch of shit?
Yeah, I bought a carton.
I would have. Yeah, I would have literally like saved up 2 paychecks and like missed a bill or two and bought like 3 cartons and just been like, all right, well, fuck
yeah.
it. Like, I've been able
Yeah,
to
but I had
cigarettes for 2 years. Like,
I had a buddy that I worked with, and he didn't have a ride, like, and he couldn't drive.
But
so,
he was 21.
Yep.
This guy,
Yep. So then I would give him a ride.
Oh,
he would give me
man.
$10 for gas, and then he would buy me a couple shots of Fireball and cigarettes.
Have we ever smoked weed together? We haven't. Damn.
I mean, if you count that one time I got that nicotine buzz.
That's a nicotine buzz. I'm talking some Mary Jane, some reefers, some Ganjuana, some Pidiana, some Mary Janey, boy.
Never.
I'm talking about some weed. We never smoked weed together? Damn, Matthew.
Nah,
You need
pretty
to
much
come
the whole
out
time.
here, bro.
The whole time I knew you were on court, like the whole time.
Oh my god, dude, that's why I won't come back to Kentucky. Like, I love you to death, but like, I'm not trying to hang out in your neck of the woods because it's a Commonwealth piece of shit. Fuck the state of Kentucky. If you're listening to this and you're from the state of Kentucky, you're probably shaking your head like, damn, this dude's actually being real about it. But the Commonwealth is going to fuck you whether you have a penis or a vagina, just depending on the situation, is how it's going to fuck you. It doesn't matter. If you're going to go to prison and you have a vagina, the man's still going to get fucked over and your grandma's going to get the kid. But if you're going to prison and you have a penis, your wife's going to get everything and you're going to owe her 10 times child support because fuck the system. Do you pay child support?
Nope.
Nope. You guys just split custody?
We just nothing. Never did anything.
Taken that far yet?
Both done everything we could to avoid it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 30-year-old Zach is in the topic now. So here's the thing. My mother-in-law is the ADA retired for 33 years. Do you know what ADA stands for?
District something.
Assistant District Attorney for Oklahoma County Juvenile. So she put away all the people that did really, really bad things to their kids, or that were fighting for their kids, or this, that, and the other. So here's the thing. The fact that you guys don't have anything means whoever, whenever, because it's going to happen. I love you to death, sir, but, like, it's going to fucking happen. It'll happen to you. It'll fucking happen. So when it happens, whoever files for custody first is going to win, because nobody ever has. Make a move, Matthew.
See,
that's
I
factual.
feel like
I will call Jane and have Jane call you tomorrow, because Jane is a really good friend of mine and like my mother-in-law and like loves me to death and everything. It would never steer me wrong. So like, I would do that.
I think at the rate of progression that I've been at mentally over this last 2 years, I think mainly here recently, I think the upward trend that I've been on, I think if I'm able to continue this progress at this rate, I think here shortly, I think I would have like the balls to do something like that. But at this exact moment in time, I'll be honest with you and everybody listening, I don't have that in me right now.
Why? Is it
for one, I'm a beta.
Is it for love of baby or baby mama?
To me, baby mama dead.
No, here's the thing.
Baby mama, no, listen.
No, but I want to clear that part up. You're not a beta, you're an omega. You just don't listen to anybody. You're out there chilling by yourself. You're very capable of ripping throats out. You just don't want to. You know better.
Yeah, that. Betas, yeah, especially mainly that last part.
Betas are pussies that will never and can never be capable of doing anything. They're just going to roll over and stab you in the back until you don't have a back to be stabbed. Like, omegas are different because I love when people are like, oh, yeah, the alpha male personality. I'm not an alpha male. I'm an omega. Don't fuck with me. Leave me alone. I have nothing to do with you. You have nothing to do with me. But if you come over in my circle, I'm going to rip your fucking throat out.
I think mine has always just been like especially before I kind of like learned how to mainly like control myself. Everything was always kind of like I'll let everybody abuse me until like I have that one moment where I lose it, like because it just builds up for so long as you're over there dying, and I'd get to the point to where it was just building up for so long that it would just explode like all at once, and whoever was there was going to be the person that, like, if they did something to me, they were going to get all of it taken out on them.
Can I tell you one of the coolest things I ever learned was the right here, right now, fix it method. And this was literally taught to me by a drug court counselor. Is the point of letting things go because, like, you don't want to be the asshole in the moment to be like, hey, you're being a bitch, or hey, you're doing this, or hey, you're upsetting me here. You don't want to do that, so you let it go. And then when they've disrespected you for the same time, 36 times, the exact same way, you're like, hey, I'm going to fucking rip your head off.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Matthew's crazy. You need to put him down. He's a fucking rabid dog, blah, blah, blah. So I very much so believe in the right here, right now method. So if you look at me and you say something to where I think you're talking to me like I'm beneath you or you're better than me or anything, my immediate response is I'm going to look at you and go, hey, asshole. I don't know who you thought I was, but I'm not that guy. What do you mean? Don't talk to me like that. Well, what do you mean? You said this, this, and this, and I don't like that. People literally in those moments will be like, oh, shit. Okay, you're right. Well, I'm mad at work, and I just need to get this done. But you're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk to me like I'm the cunt. Because I'm just the asshole that's stuck in the situation with you. So, like, look at me and be like, hey, babe, hey, friend, hey, Zach, hey, this. Life's pissing me off. Can you help me? Yeah, no problem.
And we've already seen this here recently.
Fix it right here, right now.
Like exactly what you just said. Like, I've already seen play out with you since we started talking again. I've already seen it. Like, I've been the fly on the wall.
You just have to stop and be like, hey, you're pissing me off. Oh, well, why? And then you tell them, and most of the time when you talk things out loud and you say, like, hey, this is what I feel, and then the other person is like, oh, shit, I didn't care about your feelings. I was mad about this. And that has nothing to do with me. You don't know how many times in 9 out of 10 fights with me and my wife, 9 out of 10 of them are situational. I'm mad at Gideon. I'm mad at work. I'm mad at the dogs. I'm mad I just stubbed my toe. I'm mad the dinner didn't get taken out accordingly. I'm mad fucking Domino's isn't answering because I can complain about my pizza. I'm mad about everything but being mad at my wife. My wife just looks at me like, hey, asshole. And I'm just like, you right, bitch? You right? But still, fuck you.
Yeah.
And the thing about having a good partner and someone that understands you is they can be like, hey, you're not mad at me. You're mad at this, this, and this. Well, yeah, no shit. So stop talking to me like I'm some street corner whore. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't talk to me like that. You're just like, oh.
That's how you know you got you a good woman.
Right here, right now. You just got to fix shit in the moment.
That's how you know you got a good woman.
I mean, and that's the other thing, too, is Anna is a very intelligent, mature, adult human being. Now,
get a little closer to your mic.
She's a very intelligent, adult human being. So, like, do we have our moments where neither one of us really see eye to eye? Yes. But, like, most of the time, we'll separate. I'll go see the error of my ways, or she'll see what she was doing wrong, and we'll come back together. I'll apologize. She'll apologize. Or both of us will apologize. Neither one of us will apologize. One of us will be like, hey, fuck you still. Like, you see what you did wrong. So, like, I'm never going to be the person to tell you, like, oh, you're always right in a situation. You're always going to have ground to stand on. Because sometimes you feel some shit that has nothing to do with the situation. I'm the first person to be like, hey, fuck my feelings. That's another big thing drug court taught me. Not even drug court, but like life and counseling and shit. Like, fuck your feelings. Your feelings, they're feelings. They're fake. Yeah. They're made up. They're just here. Like, they're not real. They're just feelings. Fuck your feelings. I'm the first one to look at myself and be like, are these feelings or these facts? Well, I feel like, see, cancel. Yeah, we're already done. It's a feeling. Fuck your feelings.
Mine just kind of like... Mine's mainly like the compulsiveness of everything. It's like, and I've learned more about like things that I've been told that I have, and then like as I've gone back in time and like tried to like research them. Like one thing being like as part of my compulsive order, I can't handle mood changes. So like if everything's going really good, I'm fine. And then the second that it takes like a really quick turn from going like really positive to something super negative happening, my brain doesn't like handle like the vibe changing that quickly, and it like impacts me more like
But why
severely.
Does that matter to you? And I get like compulsion, but like why? Like honest to God question, like, if you think about it, if the vibe is going good and everybody's chilling and everything's happy and this and that, and then someone, like, you're like, oh, hey, what's the this and this? And then someone's like, oh, it's 6, Matt. And you're just like, oh, shit. Okay, why does this whole feel different? Why? Why does that matter to you?
I don't know. It's just like...
Why?
It's like the same way that like people like compulsively like do things. It's almost like the thoughts are compulsive. So even though I'm sitting there like trying to stay positive... And, like, just trying to, like, you know, talk my way through it, like, in my head and everything. It's, like, I can say something like, oh, like, look at that flower that's, you know, in that picture on the wall. And be like, oh, well, I remember when I gave this person a flower once upon a time. And then it leads to, like, it's just, like, a spiral of, like, even if I tried to avoid it, like the compulsiveness will just like flash back to like where that ties into my negative thoughts.
One of the coolest things I ever learned was nobody's going to believe in yourself for you. So no one's going to make you feel sad when you're sad. I don't give a fuck your feelings are hurt.
Well, that's what I was saying about where I'm going on like my progressive rate and everything is that like...
Yeah, so you need to just stay with that mentality.
And especially also part of it is also just getting older too, I feel like I'm 24 now.
Dude,
like I'm slowly like
has got
I can feel myself doing things differently, and I can feel everything like
not just
like where I'm able to like understand things better and like realize the shit that doesn't matter, and like I know I'm not all the way there yet, but I can like so it's like I've always felt like my brain always felt like was behind my age. Like I always felt like when I was like maybe when I was 16, my brain was like 12. Like, I always feel like my brain was always behind what my actual age was. So, I always feel like I've always...
to hear someone say it out loud.
Yeah.
Because I've always had this thought of, like, if you had to graduate ages the same way you had to graduate levels of school, I'd still be 19. I would have failed being 16, 13 times. You know what I mean? Like, I would still be 19 because, like, there's certain things that you're supposed to understand by the time you're these ages and stuff, and like nobody will tell you that. Nobody will be like, hey, by the time you're 18, like you need to understand what money looks like, you need to understand what relationships look like, you need to understand what the career fields look like, you need to understand what your college plan looks like you need to understand these things. Nobody will tell you that out loud. Nobody will say like, hey, by this age you should be here. Like nobody will say that shit out loud. But when you don't hit those things, when you're 21 doing 18-year-old shit and stuff, people are like, damn, you're real far behind, aren't you? But nobody told you at 16 when you were doing 13-year-old shit that you were behind. Nobody said anything. They just said, like, hey, the next steps are this and this. They didn't tell you, like, hey, you need to find those next steps. I don't know how many people in my life ever, like, told me that, hey, this is what the next step looks like. But they didn't tell me, like, hey, you should be doing that now.
Yeah.
That was the wildest part, is they were like, hey, this is the next step. And I'm like, okay, cool. Not,
and then,
hey, motherfucker, you're behind. You should be doing it now.
Yeah, and then, like, also along with that is that by the time that, I would have been, 16 with a 13-year-old brain, I was still in and out of the hospital all the time and missing out on, like, I was just zombie mode. I don't even remember, like, I don't remember, like, anything in that, like, 4-year period. I don't remember any of it, really.
I don't know how many times somebody gave me a pill and told me this would fix a situation that I was in that did nothing but add more to the situation that I was in. And I feel like if people would have just listened to what the fuck I was screaming about, they would have understood what I was dealing with more than like, oh, take this pill, it'll balance you. Oh, this is out of whack. Oh, this isn't correct. Oh, this is messed up.
Similar, but from my perspective, instead of it, at least in the beginning, instead of it just being a pill, it was religion. Religion was the pill. Like, everything was just like, oh, you're struggling with this, you're struggling with this. Heathen. Just go to church, go to church.
Heathen. Here's the coolest thing I ever had anyone look me in the face and tell me. They looked me dead in the eyeballs and they said, verbatim, why the fuck does the Lord care what you're doing? Why does he care what you're doing? If he's already dead, gone, and paid for my sins, why the fuck does he care what I'm doing now? He already paid.
Also, I kind of felt like
he was always paid.
I always felt like he was kind of like an arrogant bastard.
Because like, why are you
gonna create an entire like planet and like group of humans and all this kind of stuff just to get on their knees and pray to you? Like, that's kind of, I always feel like that was kind of arrogant.
You selfish, self-centered, pompous fucking dick.
Yeah, I brought that up to Sandra one time. She didn't know. Her and Travis didn't really enjoy it.
I asked Travis and Sandra this exact same question too. I said, the crazy thing is you want to push the Lord on me so much. And you want to tell me that the Lord will help guide me and the Lord will help me do this. And not a fucking person, one, has ever asked me why I don't believe. Nobody cares what my qualms are. Nobody cares what my real questions are. Nobody cares where I'm concerned. They just care about why I don't believe.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing, not just in religion, man. Like, 30 years old, like, I've been shit on by so many people, and it's like they shove their ideas and their thoughts down my throat, and nobody gives a fuck what I really think. They just want to know why I'm not where they're at and believing, and, oh, why aren't you praying? Why aren't you paying tithes to the church? Why aren't you doing this? Why isn't, like, the Lord something you would die for? Why the fuck aren't you listening to me?
The buddy that I want to get, on here to have a conversation with, he was talking about the other day, and he told me which church he went to, because he's been trying to get me to go, and he told me the church, and I'd played against them in basketball before, so I knew what church it was.
Shit on him.
And I was like, so what? I was like, another issue I always had is that I was like, churches like that, like, why do they feel like they have to put so much money into, like, the flashing lights and the big fancy designing, like,
and the sign, like, and the shirts, and the internet, and
like all this stuff that costs like hella money.
The apps,
like everything, and you're like a lot of the shit's kind of like, isn't the money kind of supposed to be to, like,
that same $80,000 you spent in a year for advertising and different platforms and shit? Imagine $80,000 to a homeless community, bro. Imagine $80,000 to the Cecilia homeless community. Imagine $80,000 to the E-Town homeless community, Radcliffe homeless community. $80,000, Matthew.
Yeah.
Imagine $80,000.
And
bro, you live in a place where rent is $350 for a 1-bed, 1-bath.
No more.
Okay, $450.
Nope.
Give me what's a one bath?
Like $6 if you're lucky.
Okay, that's still super cheap. A one bed, one bath here is $950. That's still super cheap, bro. That's $650 if I'm lucky. I make that in fucking 3 days at work. And
how much is minimum wage there?
$7.25.
Is it $7.25?
$7.25. It's minimum wage in the entire federal state of federally is $7.25 everywhere. It's a federal thing. The median cost of living is higher in Oklahoma. Like, so if you make $8 at work,
yeah,
in Kentucky, I'm making $11 in Oklahoma for the exact same job.
Okay, we'll see. Well, then that would
your $650 apartment is $950 for me. So I'm barely making it the same way you're barely making it for $8. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they pretty much even out, right?
Yeah, it's the exact same money. It's just like the cost of it. Because here's the other thing. Like, I know for a fact what storage is worth. So if I left my job at CubeSmart and went to like a Hop and Lock or something like your aunt does, and had a place to live,
Mini Max self-storage,
and made $11 or $12 an hour, they're paying all of my bills, and that $12 an hour is free money.
Dude, I ain't gonna catch you.
Storage is one of the best games, Matthew.
I want Missy's job. I want Missy's job.
There is the CubeSmart in Edmond has a one bed, one bath apartment attached to it. It is like a deluxe. It is so nice. Tile floors, 100% tile walls. Like, the bedroom itself is 450 square feet. It's gorgeous. You could have the job at Edmond in a heartbeat. I would get it for you, not a problem, because I'm the GM at Moore. So, like, pretty much if I'm like, hey, hire this person, my DM who works in Florida is going to be like, cool, whatever you say, Zach, because you're great over here. I love you. Awesome. Whatever you say, man. Like, he only answers the phone for me, and he's like, hey, Big Zach, what you need from me? And I'm like, hey, I got a customer that's being stupid. Or I'm like, hey, man, I just need, to approve this day off. And he's like, all right, cool, no problem. Like, me and my boss man, Gino, we're good. Because, like, he understands, like, I'm not going to call him without bullshit. But, like, storage, one of the coolest jobs I've ever been in, man. One of the cool. And I make really good money for riding around on a golf cart fucking off all day.
My biggest regret as far as job-wise goes was whenever I left Staples.
Didn't they go under?
No, not all the way.
All three of them in Oklahoma City fucking disappeared?
Yeah, some of them went out, but they...
is that better? Holy shit, that's way better.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's better.
Linda.
But no, my...
God damn.
Everybody, like girlfriend at the time, sister...
You still owe me
mom.
that story.
What story?
The baby mama story.
What part of it?
Every bit of it. I've never got the whole story.
That's like...
And here's the thing. This is our podcast, so you never have to talk about that. Because here's one thing, podcast you'll never hear about me is my ex-wife. You'll never hear that story. Like, you will never hear that played all the way out. You won't. I refuse. Not anybody else's business to know.
I was going to say, by the time the second pod comes out, that if it gets so many likes, then I'll do a whole pod about my baby mom. I was going to say that.
There we go. That's fine. You'll never hear about my ex-wife. One of those things we won't touch. Why? Because she doesn't fucking deserve it. I ain't got enough time to ramble about you.
There you go. So what is it? What kind is it?
What?
What kind of bourbon is it?
Bullet.
Bullet?
Bullet bourbon. It's literally made right down the road from you, bro. Bardstown.
All of it is.
I fell in love with it. I could smell it every day and couldn't drink it, so I was just like, one day, bitch. One day, motherfucker. One day, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Once about time.
Bro, tell me we don't make the tournament as a 9 seed. Tell me we don't make the fucking tournament as a 9 seed.
It's very possible.
That's one thing you'll learn really quick about us, guys. Die-hard Thunder fans. Matt has been a Thunder fan since the day the Thunder were announced, and I'm an Oklahoma City kid. Like, the day they said, hey, you got a team, I was like, cool, I love them.
Okay, I'm as much of a Thunder fan to the point to where that whenever
Facts. Devoted Thunder fan, guys.
That whenever Seattle announced that they were going to have a hockey team, I followed them on Twitter before they ever even got on the ice. I followed them 2 years before they ever made it to the ice. Just because I was so much of a Thunder fan that I like Seattle teams.
I remember when the Seattle Supersonics drafted Russell Westbrook, and the next day they became the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I literally was like, what the fuck is the Thunder? And not even... Okay, so here's the coolest thing about the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I don't know if anybody will ever tell this story again. The day they had their first home game, we had one of the gnarliest storms you will ever... Like, thunder, lightning... Took out half of O Block, like it fucked everything up. Thunder won at home. Thunder won at home. Rookie Kevin Durant, or no, he was 2-year Kevin Durant. Fucking rookie Russell Westbrook. They won at home against the Atlanta Hawks, like 113 to 119 or something. Like beat them just barely. And this is the old aging out Hawks, like all the old Hawks kind of thing. But like people are like, holy shit. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma has a basketball team. What do we know about basketball? Not a fucking thing. We don't know shit about basketball. If you want to ask what we know about football, 7 national titles.
I'm in a Thunder.
We know about wrestling.
39
national titles. We don't know a fuck thing about basketball.
I'm in a Thunder fan page on Facebook, and all the people that I can tell like live in Oklahoma that are Thunder fans, like all like the older ladies and everything that are in those groups, dude. They be sitting there trying to talk about basketball, and I'm like, look, man, I love the Thunder, but y'all are just tripping. Like I can tell.
No idea what you're talking about, Linda.
No idea,
up, Brenda.
Dude. No idea. But it's also those groups where there's like literally no haters, and it's just people just in there like people that think that people that think that the Thunder players are like reading them. So they're like, "Good job, guys," and listen, Alexander, I know that you're just the best young man. Don't let them ever say anything negative about you. God loves you. Like just stuff like that, dude. And it's just thousands and thousands of comments like that, and you're like,
see, here's the other thing. I mean, you're from Kentucky, so like you kind of, in a sense, understand like Southern hospitality.
I don't care.
But you will never understand Oklahoma hospitality. You will never understand.
I don't care what kind of mood I'm in. If you're walking down the road and I drive past you and you don't wave or nod at me, I might hit you with my car.
Tell me you're from the South without telling me you're from the South.
Nah, dude. If you don't wave or nod at me, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up, dude. Like,
hey, I waved to you back there down on the road, boy.
Yeah.
You didn't wave back. You all right? Need me to beat your ass?
Yeah, dude.
I don't understand why I would wave to you and you wouldn't fucking wave back to me, boy.
Like, I'll literally
beat your ass.
I'll rubberneck you while I'm driving past you. I'll be like, you fucking asshole. Like, dude, there's things in life, dude, that just trigger me. That's one of them. I'll literally snap on you, dude.
He said, I will rubberneck the shit out of you.
That's the straw that broke the camel's back, dude.
Hey, boy. I nodded you back there. I said,
yeah.
I hit you with one of those eye contact.
Yeah, dude. And
you just... Fuck's your problem? Huh?
Fuck the Jeep wave. Fuck the Jeep wave.
You one of those motherfuckers? Did you vote for Biden? Did you vote for fucking Biden? Huh? Is that what it is? Like McConnell's not running the Senate into the ground.
Fucking
huh?
IRL Ninja Turtle, bro.
Dude, here's the thing. How is a 79-year-old man in charge of our country?
Hey, look. I'm Mitch McConnell.
And then the American people, and and the American dollar, and the American people, and the American people, and yeah.
Give him another 4 years.
How is Joe Biden in charge of our country? This man can't finish a sentence. How is he going to finish anything here? This man can't pay attention. How is he going to pay us?
Did you ever see the video of him just like... They were supposed to be like walking down this path to like go into the White House after they get off the helicopter, and like the security is like trying to like
bump,
like kind of like lean, like kind of like, hey man, over there,
and he's just...
dude, and he just like walked like pushing into them with shoulders and just walked off into the lawn and was out in the grass and then just spun around in circles and then they guided him over to the door. They were like, "President, over here." Yeah. Exactly. It's, bro, I'm just sitting there and I'm like,
the American people.
I'm like, this guy lives here. He can't fucking...
Who the fuck put this man in charge? Here's the other thing. Do I want her grabbed by the pussy? No. So, like, lesser of the two evil. Like, here's the other fucked up thing. I had a true Republican just, like, explain what Trump did to what Biden did, and honest to God, Trump was better for our country. Now, is he a fucking cunt? Dude, just absolute bitch? Yes, but like, he kind of did way better for our economy. Grab her by the pussy, though.
My old thing was, I feel like...
Your state voted for him anyway. So did my state. Both of our states voted red.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff that it just kind of seems like America's just getting bitched on about, like where we just get made out to look like pussies. But Trump would sit there and look at like Trump would go to Kim Jong-un or would go to Putin and be like, "You're not gonna fuck with me." Be like, "Fuck you."
But Biden knows he can't finish a sentence if he goes over to threaten those boys. They'll just push him over.
That's what I'm saying. Like that was my thing.
But that does not mean that America behind him is any different. That just because Putin is going to push Joe Biden over doesn't mean he's going to push me over, or you, or fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry from down the block in West Virginia that will twang his ass from 385 yards with his grandpa's fucking 1927 rifle. Like, you don't understand. We're going to invade. Where the fuck are you going to get in?
Yeah.
Like, these backwoods hillbillies will pick you guys off. They got armaments you guys don't even understand exist. And this right here is an M247 missile launcher. Cletus, why do you have that? Well, it was on sale at ArmorRUs.com. Cletus, what? Like, why do you have that? Why don't you have one of these?
Yeah.
Just in case any Ruskies ever pop up on your goddamn countertop, you need to be able to blow their asses off like a good old set of ants.
Like,
why do you have a missile launcher?
Actually, since we're on this topic, I can talk about one of the things I saw on Twitter earlier. So there's a whole thing about where Trump was supposedly supposed to get arrested today.
Thought it was yesterday.
Well, it was again today, I guess. They talked about
hold
today.
On. It's your turn. It's your turn to do an ad fucking break. I need more bourbon. Ad break.
Ad break. Yeah, you can see me, bitch. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay, ad break. Maybe eventually I start making YouTube videos for my own thing again. Instead of just doing this, and I feel like if I'm doing this, then I'm probably going to want to start doing that. So I'm going to have my YouTube either at the end of this or at the beginning in the intro and in the description. And the cream.
The mint chocolate ones?
Okay, but no, listen, I got something for you. Okay, so this is what Mark Cuban said about the Mavs and Warriors thing that we were talking about earlier. He said, for those wondering about the play with 1 minute and 54 seconds left to go, he said, let me explain what happened. The ref called that it was the Mavericks' ball. The announcer announced it. Then there was a timeout. During the timeout, the official changed the call and never told the Mavericks. He said then, when they saw us line up as if it was our ball, he just gave the ball to the Warriors, never said a word to us, and they got an easy basket. Crazy that it would matter in a 2-point game. Worst officiating non-call mistake possibly in the history of the NBA. All they had to do was tell us, and they didn't.
They just didn't?
They changed it to the Warriors' ball and just didn't tell the Mavericks that they changed possession. So, and I saw the video, all the Mavs were all down the floor. And then Looney just passes the ball to a guy underneath the basket, and he just lays it in.
That's crazy. So did the Warriors end up winning the game?
I believe they did, yeah.
No.
That's why Luka was doing this. Luka was doing this to the refs.
Watch Golden State win another one.
Would it surprise anybody? I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest.
You ever seen that video, Kobe?
Who did the Warriors beat for their last ring?
Celtics.
That's right. So, I'll tell you this. I would say that my pick out of the East right now would probably still be the Bucks.
Milwaukee.
Yeah. So, like, and just because of how I see things going, I don't know, I just feel like I'm usually right and it usually works out for me. But sometimes, I can't always explain myself. I feel like Milwaukee is going to come out of the East and the Warriors are still going to find a way to come out of the West. And so I'm going to make that my prediction now, that it'll be the Warriors and the Bucks in the finals. How do you think that plays out?
Warriors, Bucks in the finals, the Warriors win. Bucks don't get two. I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to call Philadelphia and the Clippers.
I just don't have... Well, for one, I don't think it'll be the Clippers because...
Philadelphia and the Clippers. I'm calling it now. Clippers are going to get their first Western Conference title. And
Clippers I just have no faith in.
Title appearance. Calling it now. Brody.
Somebody will get
you're
hurt.
Not a True Thunder fan.
Somebody will get hurt. I would love for Westbrook to get... Dude, okay, listen.
I'm losing my shit.
I hated this with all my heart and soul. But when Westbrook was going to the Lakers, I really wanted him to get a ring.
Same. When he went to Houston, I wanted him to get a ring.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to happen in Houston.
I don't know. James Harden was dropping 45 a game.
What do you think about James Harden now?
I feel like he's lost his step. Or like he just quit being aggressive. I feel like he's old. I feel like he's just tired.
I feel like the aggressive part. I think
PG's tired. Kawhi's tired. All these guys we grew up with that were killers are tired.
I think
LeBron's tired. AD's tired.
I think Westbrook's thing was... I don't think that it was necessarily that he was tired. I think all that stuff going on... I think he just lost his love for playing.
Hey, Houston?
I mean, even just in LA.
When he left the Thunder,
because even after the Rockets, Westbrook was still going crazy on the Wizards. Him and Bradley Beal were crazy.
Yeah, but nobody gave a fuck about him there.
Do you remember whenever
nobody has cared about Russell Westbrook?
Do you remember when Westbrook hit back-to-back threes and then got a steal and hit Bradley Beal for the game winner in like 30 seconds?
Nobody has given a shit about Russell Westbrook since he left the Thunder.
Well, nobody gave a shit about him in Washington because it's Washington, and they're just not a team that's going to get covered.
Same with the
small
Lakers,
market.
Same with the Clippers. It's because of who he is to what he is with the team. He was the heart and soul of Oklahoma City.
Yeah, dude.
Could come back tomorrow and regain his goddamn throne.
My top 2 favorite moments that I've ever seen live. One was Kevin Durant against the Grizzlies whenever he hit that 4-point play falling out of bounds and they ended up winning that game.
Okay.
The second, Russell Westbrook whenever he hit that deep-ass 3 on the Nuggets. And the announcer said,
"Bounce back from
fucking
Steven Adams."
He said, "What a perfect end to a historic day." When Westbrook broke the triple-double thing and hit the buzzer beater on the Nuggets.
My absolute favorite Russell Westbrook moment: 20, 20, and 21, when Nipsey Hussle died. That was for 20s. That was for 60. That was for my homie. That was for Slauson. 20, 20, and 21. On the day one of his actual good friends from the same neighborhood died. With tears in his eyes. That was one of the most proud moments as an Oklahoma City fan, but as an Oklahoma City resident. Like, hey, I don't know you. I don't know Nipsey Hussle. I love you as a player. I love Nipsey Hussle as an artist. So, like, my heart goes out to both of you. That 20, 20, 21, when he looked at the camera, he said, "That's for my boy. That's for Nipsey. That's 20. That's 60s." Lost my mind. One of the coolest Russell Westbrook moments ever. And then the year they played the Warriors for the first time, and he buffed up to fucking Durant and looked at him and said, "I'm not going nowhere."
Oh, yeah.
And Durant said, "That's why you ain't going to ever win a title." He said, "I'm not going fucking nowhere," and didn't move. And he went to bump him, and Durant backed up because he fucking hit him, and he just stood there. He said, "I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere, you cupcake."
Dude.
Cupcake.
Dude, I love it when he just, like, stands up in front of people, and he just...
Yep, just shakes his head.
Yeah.
He yammed it on fucking Durant's face and just rockabye baby.
Do you remember the block?
Cupcake. Yep. Cupcake. You small. Cupcake. Every time he would do something, bump it. Cupcake. And Durant would just talk all this shit. Cupcake. Sweet. I still have a Cupcake poster in my garage. They were everywhere in the city, bro. Everywhere. He sold us out, bro. How do you blow a 3-1 lead to Golden State and then fucking sign with Golden State?
I mean...
How do you do that?
Disclaimer, though, I've let it go to some extent.
I live here.
I know. I said for me. I live in Kentucky,
We would have beat the Cavs that year in the finals, no problem. We would have probably 4-0'd the Cavs, no problem. We'd beat the shit out of them by 10 points every time we played them in the regular season. That and the 2011 against the Miami Heat season were the only seasons where we're like, we could have won a title, bro. We could have won a title.
Yeah.
And the 2011 was just we had a 24-year-old Russell Westbrook, a 23-year-old James Harden, and a 25-year-old fucking Kevin Durant. Against Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and fucking LeBron James.
I want to state it right now that for over a year now already, I've been saying that by 2030, I think we'll have a title.
2028. I think we get one 2027 season.
I just rounded up, so I just went with 30. I was just saying by 30. By 30, I think we got it.
I think 2 years from now. Like, this one and then 2 more. And third year we'll be playing. So the 2027 season, I think we'll be playing.
I
think it's us that year against the the Detroit Pistons. No bullshit.
I don't know.
Ivy is fucking gnarly.
I don't know for sure about exactly how the contracts will work out, but I think their big year will be the year that will be like everybody will be on their last year as far as like being on their rookie contracts.
Their contracts, yep.
Yeah, so they'll all be on their last year, and then they use cap space to buy a superstar, bring him in, load him around everybody because they have all that free cap space because everybody's still on their rookie deals. Yeah, so you can go out and you can sign some like, I don't know, some like top 5 player, top 10 player, something like that.
Donovan Mitchell.
We don't need Donovan Mitchell.
I wanted him to come to Oklahoma City so bad before he went to the Cavs.
And you go for as long as Chet stays healthy, you need to go for like a small forward.
Man. We need a big man. Chet's not going to stay healthy.
Need a long small forward. Well, because
we are not going to keep Chet. Please tell me you're not buying into the Chet bullshit.
I'm hoping for it. I think it could be really sick.
Yo, what if we traded for Embiid? Give him Chet and 2 of our first-round picks. Trade for Embiid. If he wins or busts in the next 2 years, he's still a superstar. Dude, he's still a 40-point bucket. He's still an attention grabber. Oh, shit. I see it. SGA with Embiid. Giddey. Get 2 more sharpshooters in there. Maybe pull Jaden Ivey out of the Pistons or something. Oh,
I still think you need a long small forward, like a big small forward.
Claxton. Eric Claxton from the Nets.
That would be if you put Shed at power forward and put Claxton at center.
Dude, get rid of Shed. I fucking hate Shed.
What?
I hate Shed Holmgren. That was the worst pick that we've used in the past 10 years.
He's going to be there.
No, he's not, bro. He was a joke at Gonzaga. That's why they got bounced in the Final Four twice.
I'm just saying that at least for the foreseeable future, he's going to be a Thunder.
Matt, no, he's not, dude. Sam Presti's going to get rid of his ass next year when we realize 22. I give you no more than 25 games into this next season, he gets hurt, like 8 to 10 weeks out. Like, going to be out for 8 to 10 weeks. Like,
but if that happens, then they're not even going to be able to trade him because then everybody's already going to know. And I don't think anybody's going to take the risk.
But then we're going to get 2 bullshit picks from Atlanta for him or something. We're going to get something from him. We're not going to get his value back 100%. We fucked up. You want to know who we should have drafted ahead of him? Walker Kessler.
You know what at least makes me somewhat hopeful, though? I did see a picture of Chet the other day. The boy is, at least compared to what he did look like, the boy's kind of buff now. Like, he's bigger.
He's not buff. He's fat. He's out of shape. He has not been
playing.
No,
he's like... Yeah, you gotta look it up.
Yeah, I know. I saw the same pictures. You forget I live here. It's covered every day about Chet Holmgren and his injury. And Chet Holmgren is doing this. And Chet Holmgren, Oklahoma City's third pick. Like Chet Holmgren. Like, we cover it every day. He's fat. He's shacked up with some fucking...
I'll even take that, though, because even fat it brings a little bit of strength along with it. Like, at least he has some weight on him.
Because he's fat and slow, because he was skinny and slow. Chet Holmgren, I'm calling it now, March 22nd, 23rd, I don't know where the fucking time has gone at this point. I don't know where we're at. 2023. Chet Holmgren was the worst pick Oklahoma City had in the past 6 years. Worst first round, third pick that we've done in a minute, bro. The last really bad pick that really hurt us was probably... What was his name?
Side note, you know who I always wanted to be great?
Who?
Hashim the Beat.
Because he's Turkish?
Hashim the Beat's Turkish?
Yeah. We're going to trivia again.
Okay.
What trivia do you want?
Anything sports related.
It's gotta be sports like NBA. Does it gotta be
any sport? It could be like a combination of different sport things.
Okay. I'm gonna give you 10 questions, and then you can do a sport for me, and we'll see who gets better in the 10 questions. It has to be a sport. Your sport, hockey.
So I have to answer 10 hockey questions?
Yep. And we'll see who gets closer, and then you get to pick a sport for me.
Okay.
Chat, I don't know a fucking thing about hockey.
I know the bare minimum.
Okay, what are the 3 main types of hockey?
What the fuck does that even mean?
There's 3 types of hockey, 3 main types. What are they? If you get 2 out of the 3, I'll give it to you.
Ice hockey.
Yep. Ice hockey.
Street hockey.
Nope.
Like on. Is it like street hockey though? Like, is it like on concrete or like roller skating hockey?
Nope.
The fuck else would it be? What are they gonna do? Play hockey on a swimming pool? Huh?
Field hockey. Field.
Oh my god.
Ice hockey.
I wasn't thinking about it like that.
Bandy. I don't know what bandy hockey is, but it literally bandy, field hockey, and ice hockey is what it says.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Okay, 0 for 1.
The word hockey was first used in which year? 1700s, 1800s, 1900s.
1800s.
1773. 0 for 2.
Bastards.
Which game is the national winter sport of Canada?
Hockey?
I was going to fucking punch you in the face if you didn't get there, because we're literally talking about hockey.
It was like, it was almost like I didn't want to say it because it was...
2 apparent, 1 for 3. Which hockey league is considered to be the strongest professional hockey league in the world?
NHL?
2 for 4.
Okay.
Which hockey league is most popular in Europe and East Russia? This is bonus points if you get this motherfucker. Did you just mute yourself? Did you pause yourself? What are you doing?
No, I'm just... My brain is dead.
It's gone.
No, I'm not. Am I here?
No.
I'm not here?
It's a Continental Hockey League. What is the name of the federation which governs international ice hockey?
The National Hockey Board of Association Administration.
The International Ice Hockey Federation, IIFH. IIHF. Ice hockey included for the first time in Olympics in which year? 1920, 1926, 1932.
1920.
3 of 7. Which teams are included in the Big Six hockey teams? They're countries.
Canada, Russia, Switzerland?
If you get 3 out of the 6, I'll give it to you.
Switzerland?
Not Switzerland.
Ukraine?
Nah, Ukraine. You got one more.
Shit.
There's 6.
Is it USA? Did we sneak in there? Oh, okay. All right.
Get one more. You got one more guess. 6. You have Canada, Russia, USA.
Dang, who else really likes hockey? Who likes hockey?
10 seconds. 10. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2.
Iceland.
1. Nope. Czech Republic, Finland, Sweden. Not Switzerland. Sweden.
Oh, dude,
and I know you meant Sweden, not Switzerland. I know.
Well, see, I was debating between those
Sweden,
two.
and I was like,
I said Switzerland instead, and then since I had picked Switzerland instead of Sweden, I didn't think to go back to it.
All right,
that
so
sucks.
you're 3 for 8. The international ice hockey was created in which year? 1908, 1912, 1916.
1916.
08.
12.
08.
Oh.
In which year Soviet Union first time participated in hockey tournament? 54, 58, 62.
54.
54? 4 for 10.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, your turn. My turn.
So does it have to be hockey or anything? Any sport?
No, it's whatever sport. Whatever sport you pick. It just has to be a sport.
Polo.
That's not a fucking sport. Why would I know a goddamn one thing about polo? Why would I know anything about polo? Hockey's at least like one of those sports where you're like, oh, hockey? Like ice hockey? Okay, cool. Because there's ice hockey and field hockey, you fuck. You fuck.
We'll do soccer.
I'd rather take polo. I'd rather do polo. What the fuck do I know about soccer, bro? Mbappe!
Soccer is hockey on grass, the way I see it.
It's like it's flopper basketball is what I call it. All right, let's go.
Okay. Which MLS franchise team does David Beckham own?
The Galaxy.
No. It just says Major League Soccer.
What the? He owns the Galaxy.
That's what it
the Los
says.
Angeles Galaxy.
That's what it says. It just says Major League Soccer as the answer.
Can I get half a point? What do you mean?
Yeah. You can get half a point. I'll give it to you. Because I don't know.
What Kentucky fucking trivia did you look up, bro? What do you mean? What?
Oh my god, what is the record for red cards given in a single soccer game? Red card is like
I know what a red card is, but here's the thing. If it just had like a random number, I gave you a 3 option with one of the correct numbers.
I got you. It would be okay, so A would be 28, B 32, and C 36.
32.
Oh, it was 36. That's crazy.
36 red cards in a 90-minute sesh?
36.
All right, 1 for 2. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
Major League Soccer. What the fuck, David Beckham? Even your trivia questions are broken, like you, bitch.
According to the official FIFA rulebook, how long can a goalkeeper hold the ball?
15 seconds.
Nope, 6.
6 seconds? Dude,
6
fuck
seconds.
soccer. Soccer's stupid. Soccer's fucking stupid. Soccer's fucking stupid.
What was the fastest goal in World Cup history?
19 seconds.
A, 7 seconds. B, 10 seconds. Or C, 13 seconds.
13.
10.
10 who? When?
It doesn't say that. It just says 10.8 seconds.
This is trash-ass trivia. All right, I'm 1 for 4. God. Soccer's stupid, guys. Soccer's a dumb sport.
I don't know, dude. Like when I'm into FIFA, soccer's kind of cool.
All right, I got you next.
Some of these questions are just really stupid.
Yeah, I skipped some too.
How old was the youngest professional soccer player?
You got some ABCs for me?
You want some? Okay.
Yeah.
A, 20, B, 12, C, 14.
14.
12.
No way. Who let a 12-year-old play?
12.
Whose kid is this?
It's Europe, man. They don't have those NCAA rules. Yeah, Luka won the MVP award in his league when he was like 14 or 15, something like that.
Yeah, but that's Livonia.
Who is the only soccer player in history to win 5 FIFA Ballons d'Or? Just think about the goats of soccer.
Name?
Do what?
Can I have a first name?
I feel like that kind of gives it away, though. It's a very, very well-known, popular dude.
It starts with
an L. His first name starts with an L.
Lionel Messi.
Yep.
2 for 6. All right.
2 for 6.
I can still get 2 more in time at.
Okay, this one I feel like you could get without an ABC, just based on it. Think about a really good contract for basketball, and this is pretty similar. How much was David Beckham's 5-year contract with the LA Galaxy?
$5 years, 180.
Think about like a Steph Curry contract.
5 years, 220.
Close, 250.
And that's the team he owns now. Fucker.
He's like, hey, thanks for the money here.
I'm gonna buy you guys.
Yeah.
2 for 7.
Which country won the world's first World Cup?
Brazil.
United States.
No, the fuck we didn't. We've never won a World Cup. That's bullshit. That's a false ass statement. This is written by
Women's
an
World
American
Cup. Yeah, we
named
did.
John.
Women's
This is written by an American named fucking Stefan.
It was Women's World Cup. Remember, like Hope Solo.
You didn't say that. You didn't say.
Yeah,
women's. I did. No, you didn't. Rewatch this video.
Roll
you
the clip.
did not say women's.
Roll
the clip, bro. Watch the VOD. You do not watch my fucking VOD. I'm about to go straight alb. Watch my fucking VOD.
Okay.
Fuck you, Mazer.
We'll look back at that one in production. I'll give you. I'll replay.
That's
like
3 out of 9.
Yeah, like I'll give you another question. Like, well,
okay, I got to get one more.
Yeah, we won't.
I can either tie you or lose.
We won't count that. We won't count that last question. How many goals did Brazilian soccer legend Pelé score in his league debut?
3.
Nope, it was 4.
I lost. You cheated.
And one more. Okay, just because this one's funny. Who was the goalkeeper in the film Escape to Victory?
What? I have no idea.
Yeah, it was Sylvester Stallone.
The fuck's Stallone?
Love Sylvester Stallone, man. Oh my god. The largest margin of victory in an international soccer match is 31-0.
If you don't get 7 or more out of these, you're not a real fan.
Oh god, okay.
Ten questions.
Hold on, pause. So I can cut at this part. I'm gonna piss real quick.
Just piss on yourself.
Do what?
What?
Piss on myself? Let's get a bottle. Get a bottle.
Where's your kid to provide entertainment? Calm down, Chucky. What are you doing? Who won a national title for the Cats in his first season as head coach in 1998?
Do what?
Who won a national title for the Kentucky Wildcats in his first season as a head coach in 1998? Rick Pitino, Joe Hall, Aldolph Rupp, Tubby Smith.
In 1998? I'm going to say Tubby Smith because I feel like that was after Pitino. I'm going to go with Tubby Smith.
Whose record did Rajon Rondo break
was by that right?
making 87 steals? I don't know.
You don't know?
It'll show me at the end.
Oh, okay.
It's a timed quiz.
Okay.
Whose record did Rajon Rondo break by making 87 steals in the 04-05 season? Cliff Hawkins, Wayne Turner, Tony Delk, Jared Pickett.
Jared Pickett.
Who led the UK record for the most points in a college career with 2,138 points at 1970? Kenny Walker, Dan Issel, Jack Gibbons, Keith Bogans.
Kenny Walker.
Who was the UK player to be named All-American 2003? Tajon Prince, Scott Padgett, Jeff Shepard, Keith Bogans.
Tajon Prince.
What was Tubby Smith's record in his first season as head coach for UK? 32-7, 37, 35-4, 28-9.
What was it again?
What was Tubby Smith's record in his first season as head coach for UK? 32-7, 37, 35-4, 28-9.
32-7.
Hold on. So there's a hint, and 32-7 and 30-7 are not right. So 35-4, 28-9.
35-4.
Did Tubby Smith coach UK before the 97-98 season? Yes or no?
Before, no.
Which coach of UK was known as the Baron of Basketball? Tubby Smith, Eddie Sutton, Rick Pitino, Adolph Rupp.
Adolph Rupp.
Yep, I know the answer to that. That's Rupp. Where did UK play their home games prior to Rupp Arena? Memorial Dome, Memorial Coliseum, Kentucky Sports Center, Cat Dome.
I actually don't even know that one, surprisingly. C.
Coliseum. UK made 3 consecutive appearances in the NCAA national title game during the 90s, winning 2 of them. What years were these? 96 to 98, 97 to 99, 90 to 92, 94 to 96.
94-96.
You're sure?
No. What was the options again?
I selected it for you.
Okay.
Who was UK playing when Tajon Prince made 5 3-point field goals in the opening minutes of the game? Louisville, North Carolina, Mississippi State, Tennessee.
Louisville. I don't know. I was a youngin' during these times.
Tubby Smith was right for the first answer. It was Wayne Turner for the second. For the third, it was Dan Eisel. For the fourth, it was Keith Bogan. For the fifth, you got Tubby's right. For the sixth, it was yes.
Damn.
7, which coach of the Baron of basketball was Rupp. UK play home games. It was the Coliseum. 96 to 98, like you said. It was Louisville, is what you said, and it was North Carolina. So you got a 60.
Yeah, if this would have been like around like
you're a terrible UK fan.
If this would have been around like 2010 to like 2016, we would have been chilling.
You're dog shit. You're dog shit.
That's fine. I'll accept it. I'll accept that.
Or a dog shit Kentucky fan.
Okay, so I guess you're about to get some Oklahoma. Oh. Oh no. Okay, I think. Nice.
God damn.
Apparently, Oklahoma Sooner basketball trivia is not a big thing.
I don't know shit about OU basketball. We suck. I'm a Kansas fan anyway. Jayhawks. How many teeth does an adult human have? These are just general questions.
32.
Right. Which year did Demi Leigh Niles Peters become Miss Universe? 17, 19, 22.
17?
Which nails grow faster? Middle, index, thumb?
Middle.
Middle. What is the largest bird of prey in the world?
Largest what? Vertebrae?
Bird of prey.
I don't know.
Falcon, condor, owl.
Condor.
4 for 4. What is the name of the largest planet in the universe?
Jupiter?
5 for 5. In which sport would you use a shuttlecock?
Shuffleboard? No, badminton! Badminton! Yes! The cock!
What's a shuttlecock, bitch? Yeah,
it's
right.
the little
6
birdie.
for 6. Shut up. Who invented the airplane?
The brothers, right?
The what brothers?
The Oklahomian brothers.
The Wright brothers from North Carolina, you fucking idiot. All right, so you were 6 for 7.
I knew they were brothers.
You said the brothers, right? Instead of the Wright brothers. You're a jackass. Which year did Albert Einstein die? 55, 59, 62.
Had to have been 69 because he went out on a good time.
55, bro.
Okay.
Who wrote Oliver Twist?
Oliver.
Who wrote Oliver Twist? Charles Dickens, Edward Amundsen, Rich Pierce.
Charles Dickinson.
Yeah, exactly. Because none of the other ones are real. Shut the fuck up. I just made some shit up for you. I hate you. You fucking no knowledge little bitch. You're not even trying. I'm so tired of you shit. I'm so fucking tired of you. I'm getting on the phone. This motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, that's why I had it, bro. Because you just said over there, just like, this motherfucker.
Which year
like,
did the incident of the Gulf oil spill occur? You remember the Gulf oil spill?
Vaguely. I know that's why all the little ducks on the Dawn bottles always have oil on them. Because Dawn was like, we used our soap to clean the duckies.
You were like 13. Okay. 10, 12, 14.
12.
You're a piece of shit. 10. Who discovered South Asia?
You said I was 13.
Who discovered South Asia?
Buddha?
North Asia. Vasco da Gama.
Genghis Khan.
You can't breathe. Vasco da Gama. Vasectomy da Gama.
What the fuck is that? Had the first ever vasectomy with like a samurai sword.
Oh my god.
He went, what's up?
What's up? Vasectomy!
Vasectomy! And he hit that shit dead on. It was like, boom.
Perfect. Never had another child. One. Never busted another nut, boy. The nuts was gone.
Nope. He said, don't worry, ladies. I'm sterile.
Name the famous stage actor who killed Abraham Lincoln in 1865. Dude, you're a shitty American if you can't name this one. I know there's foreigners that can name this.
I was trying to remember if Oswald was him or if that was JFK. No, John Lee Booth or something like that, right?
John Wilkes Booth, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Our presidents deserve better, you piece of...
Dude, they drink babies' blood. What are you talking about? Don't get me started on presidential conspiracy theories. You drink babies.
Who was the first president of America?
Lincoln? I'm kidding. It was Trump.
It's Condoleezza Rice.
It's Kanye West, baby.
Who discovered the human cell?
The human warden?
Robert Hooke. How many states are in America?
50.
What is the name of France's external intelligence agency?
The FBI.
The General Directorate for External Security.
What the fuck is even that?
How many countries are there in Asia?
23.
Who invented calculus? It's 48. Who invented calculus?
Damn. I don't think there was that many countries. Somebody from Asia.
You're a piece of shit. Isaac Newton. What's the official currency of India? The rupee,
well, I was thinking of the
Kulak or the Fidei.
What's those little boards where they have the beads on when you turn them? You know what I'm talking about? It was like an Acubus.
That was created by Newton.
Oh, I thought those were created in Asia. My whole life.
Your whole life. Don't do that. Don't do that on this podcast. Your whole life? No way. Not a chance. Not a shot. Not a fucking
I just always thought like,
oh man.
Cuz I always pictured them with like monks. And look, like listen, like
capital of Hawaii.
Huh?
What's the capital of Hawaii? Enchiladas.
Okay, if you can't say the question.
In which country?
Mexico?
Enchiladas. Yeah.
I make a mean enchilada.
By what name were the Egyptian kings rulers known?
Like pharaohs?
How long did the Han Dynasty rule China?
Whatever it's called. 2 centuries?
400 years.
Oh, it was 4? Oh.
400 years.
I was kind of close with the 2. Bless you.
We've been on for like 2 hours, bro. We gotta stop this at some point. Which queen was Julius Caesar involved with? Say her name. Say her fucking name. We have another person? What?
It heard you.
Oh, it's Matt. How did you join as a different person? I'm confused.
I don't know. It's been doing that to me. That's why, like, I have, like, 4 different, like, every time that I lag out and rejoin, I have a different clip that I have to add to the... So, like, you'll have one clip and it'll say, like, one person, and then it'll have, like, however many times I lagged out and rejoined, it'll have, like, that many of me. And I have to, like, slide them together into one.
That's stupid. Which country was Adolf Hitler born?
Austria.
Yep. Famed as a member
I'm good at, like, history and shit.
Rat Pack who died on Christmas Day, 1995.
It was a Rat Pack?
Yep. Dean Martin. John F. Kennedy.
Biggie wasn't in the Rat Pack, was he?
Biggie, no, we're talking about 2 different things. Rat Pack was like Sinatra and the Boy. Shut your mouth.
Oh.
John F. Kennedy was assassinated in which city?
Dallas?
Who was the 3rd country to get the atomic bomb?
To get the atomic bomb?
Yep, to like build one.
Oh, to build one?
It was us and Russia at the same time. And then who was 3rd?
Russia?
No. We were first, Russia was 2nd. Who was 3rd?
Do what?
We were first, Russia was 2nd. Who was 3rd?
China?
Britain.
Oh.
What is the capital of Scotland?
Almost said Dublin.
Ireland.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know. What is it?
Edinburgh.
Surprisingly, I've never even heard of that.
What's the smallest country in the world? 25 square miles.
I don't know. Is it in Asia?
The Vatican City.
Dude, I always forget that thing is like a...
Vatican. Yep.
I always forget it's like its own thing.
Miles of its own country.
I mean, that's how they get away with everything they get away with.
What's the capital of New Zealand?
Oh,
That's where Kiwi's from.
does it start with an A?
W. You're thinking Andrea.
What is it?
Wellington.
Wellington. I wish Stephen Evans was still on the Thunder, dude.
Me too. He's wasting
I love
He's
Steven.
wasting away with Memphis. They're not gonna listen to him or let him help them at all.
Yeah.
We should probably end this though. We've been fucking live for 2.5 hours. 2 hours. You got a lot of editing to do. A lot of editing to do.
It'll be fine. Because at least this time, like I won't have to make like all the extra stuff that I made.
Yeah.
Because it's already made.
Yep. Yeah, you just gotta fill it all in, kind of thing.
Yeah. So now instead of having to like make it and then plug it, now it's just kind of plug it in.
How many different time zones are in Australia as a country?
3.
3.
I watched a video the other day about some military base that the U.S. has in Australia. It's in like the dead center, like the exact middle coordinates of
Moscow.
And they can hit like a whole bunch of different satellites and shit, so they can watch Russia and China and everybody.
Bases we have.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Fuck you. What country won the very first FIFA World Cup in 1930?
Brazil.
Uruguay. What year was
that Uruguay?
Uruguay. And what year was the first Super Bowl played? And your Bengals lost.
54.
67. What? The Bengals lost?
Bengals been around for a minute, baby.
They still suck. 1 Super Bowl. Old Iggy Shuffle.
Last year was our year.
You guys.
But Eli Apple doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. Neither does our mayor, apparently.
No, nobody knows how to shut the fuck up. Also, you guys got Joe Cool, so you're alright. You'll be okay for a couple of years.
Yeah. Love that man.
Who was the longest running James Bond?
What's his name? Hugh Jackman? No, he turned down James Bond.
It's not the one now.
What's the first name?
Pierce.
Yeah, dang, I don't
Pierce
know.
Bronson?
Pierce Bronson. My movie trivia is not very good. I watch YouTube. And I watch sports.
Which actress played Laura Croft in Tomb Raider movies?
Scarlett Johansson.
Shut the fuck up.
No, that's not her name. What?
Don't do this to yourself. Don't go out on this note. Don't end the podcast like this. Redeem yourself now. Redeem yourself now. What is her name?
My brain's done, man.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
You mother Scarlett Johansson.
I just knew it was a big celebrity name.
It's been a pleasure to hang out with you guys. I am Negan. This is Mr. Matt. If you guys want to stop by, see us on the next one. We'll be back on the next episode. Probably be talking just as much shit. Probably about more crazy shit. We'll see you guys on the next one.
And just completely random and out all over the place.
All over the place. That's what we do.